What's up, Who Dat Nation? Welcome into today's show. Before we get into the latest Saints news and rumors, I just kind of wanted to show this off real quick and show some love to Cam Jordan. I put this tweet out the other day and said, this is an @Cam Jordan appreciation tweet. Retweet if you love Cam. Cam Jordan, love you, man. He quote tweeted it and said, appreciate the appreciations. LOL, love all my Who Dats, #levels. Big trust Cam. Everyone was retweeting. Everyone was showing him love down in their mentions. So I wanted to take it to the YouTube comment section. If you love Cam Jordan, go ahead and type 94. Cam Jordan's one of my favorite all-time Saints players. Wham, bam, thank you, Cam. He's the man. Dropping Matt Ryan every single time he plays him. I love Cam Jordan, and if you do too, type 94 in the comment section. What's happening, Who Dat Nation? Like I said, my name is Trace Gerard, and welcome into today's Saints Now video. To get things started, we're going to talk. Could the Saints sign Robert Woods? Well, recently, he was released by the Tennessee Titans in a money-saving move, which saves them about $12 million. And I bring this up because the Saints could honestly use a veteran pass catcher, and they need a veteran wide receiver to be a good leader for the young wide receiving core we currently have. And if you take a look at what Robert Woods did with the Tennessee Titans this past season, not that impressive, to be honest. 53 receptions, 527 yards, 2 touchdowns, and just under 10 yards per catch in 17 games played. But I just want to put this out there. Keep in mind the Titans quarterback situation. Ryan Tannehill, who was in and out, being hurt, being healthy, and he just honestly just not all that great. Malik Willis, not ready to play NFL ball yet. Unfortunately, he's a talented athlete, just not ready for the NFL. Josh Dobbs, I mean, you see what I'm saying? He didn't really have the best quarterbacks throwing him the ball. But also, let's not ignore what he did from 2017 to 2020. In 2020, in 16 games played, 129 targets, 90 receptions, 936 yards, and 6 touchdowns. In 2019, 139 targets, 90 receptions, 1,134 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then back in 2017, 85 targets, 56 receptions, 781 yards, and 5 touchdowns. But let's also not forget, before the ACL tear, Robert Woods was going off. And he was a really, really good wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams. And like I said earlier, I think that the Saints could use him as a slot wide receiver similar to how the Rams did. Because you might lose Jarvis Landry. He could go sign elsewhere in free agency. He has injury issues. I love Juice, and I would love to bring him back. But if you don't want to bring back Juice, I think Robert Woods could be an option. He's a very aggressive pass catcher. He goes and gets the ball, and that's what the Saints need more than anything in this wide receiving core. Now, obviously, Juwan Johnson, tight end / wide receiver, but he's a tight end, but he catches the ball like a wide receiver because he was one. Chris Olave, 72 receptions, 1,042 yards, 4 touchdowns. Juwan Johnson, 42 receptions, 805 yards, 7 touchdowns. Now, Alvin Kamara was third in production for receiving for the Saints, but Rashid Shaheed, he went off. He's going to be a big part of the Saints passing game in years to come. 34 receptions, 488 yards, 2 touchdowns. And as we know, he really didn't get cooking until the later parts of the season. But I want you guys to let me know and weigh in. Should the Saints go and sign Robert Woods? Who Dat Nation? Type S for sign, type P for pass. Let me know in the comment section. You might get hit with the YouTube ad break. And if you do, go ahead and take advantage of it. Comment down below. All right, so we were talking about some fun. Now we have to talk about some not so fun. This is just not good. Video evidence of the Alvin Kamara incident in Las Vegas has surfaced. Now, the video of him getting into a fight resurfaced. As we all know, it came out last year or whenever the incident originally occurred. And now we're seeing a video of him in a cab. We're going to get into all of that in a little bit, but before we do, I want you guys to go down and subscribe to stay updated on all things around Alvin Kamara, all things around the New Orleans Saints, all things around the offseason. We got you covered. Hit the notification bell. That way you never miss a video. You'll be notified whenever we post on our community tab, a short or a full video. Please please join our squad. We're trying to get to 15,000 subs by the end of the offseason. Subscribe so that way you never miss a thing around the New Orleans Saints. All right, so to get to Alvin Kamara, David Charns, he's been kind of covering this whole situation out in Vegas throughout the entire incident, honestly. And he said that video evidence in the battery case involving New Orleans Saints running back Alvin Kamara, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Chris Lammons, and 2 others includes this surveillance of a brawl in a hallway outside of a Las Vegas nightclub, and then proceeded to tweet the video out. Not good. Guy got messed up. It's just not a good situation. And then on top of it, a recording from the SUV carrying New Orleans Saints running back Alvin Kamara after a beating outside of the Las Vegas nightclub includes the football player saying, "I connected with the blank jaw so hard." I mean, you're doing it to yourself. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But here's just kind of the update on the Kamara situation. Next court date is March 2nd. That's coming up. Like I said, subscribe. We're going to keep you updated. We're going to keep you in the know. But Alvin Kamara and 3 others were indicted by a grand jury recently. The victim is seeking about $10 million in damages, which that's a lot. It's not a good situation for the Saints. And on top of that, that's just the legal side of things. And on top of it, with the NFL side of things, he's facing about a 6-game suspension. That's my prediction based on how other incidents of battery or assault have gone down with previous NFL players. I don't want to sit here and speculate too much because it's just really not my place to say, oh, it's this, that, or the other. I think that'll probably be around 6 games. I don't want to speculate too much, but all the people saying he's going to jail and he's never playing another down of football, I don't necessarily agree with. But I want you guys to also let me know in the comment section, Alvin Kamara will be suspended X games this season. Fill in the blank for me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's going to be 6? Do you think it's going to be like 4? Do you think he just gets off? Because I don't think he does. Or do you think he never plays again? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section. And then on top of this, we have a quick little contract update that came in early this morning. Wanted to just break this down for you really fast, guys, before we get to talking about Kaden Elliss and his future with the New Orleans Saints. Ryan Ramczyk, he restructured his contract, saving the Saints about $10.3 million. Will Lutz, he actually took a pay cut. He will be returning with the Saints this next season. Both the Saints and Will Lutz are really banking on a bounce-back season for Will Lutz. Obviously, he didn't do as good as he normally has been in the previous years. Coming off the injury, we're really hoping that Lutz can really bounce back because not good, but he did take a pay cut. And so this takes the Saints down to about $37 million over the cap. Well, 37 and then some change realistically. But money's getting moved. Moves are going to be made. So it's kind of exciting. Remember, we were like 60 mil over the cap at one point. Money's getting moved around. I'm really excited to see what the Saints can do and see how they continue to prove that the salary cap just isn't a real thing. But if you also want to be a big baller like the Saints and you want to throw some money around like Mickey Loomis does, go down to chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. I'm going to have the link in the comment section and in the description of this video for you guys. You can get any Saints jersey you want. We got Tyrann Mathieu. We got Cam Jordan. We got Michael Thomas. If he sticks around, he might be a good jersey to have. We also have Drew Brees. We have Taysom Hill, Marshawn Lattimore. You want it, we got it. I'll have that link in the comment section and the description of this video. Chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. Go get geared up so that way you look fresh for the next NFL season. All right, let's talk about my boy. Let's talk about my home dog, Kaden Elliss. That's my dog. I love Kaden Elliss. I'm not going to get into it, as we all know about this. But Kaden Elliss recently spoke out on what he's looking for in NFL free agency, and here's what he had to say. I find this actually pretty interesting. He's not looking just for the money. He's also looking at where he can have the best opportunity to succeed. He said, I'd love to be back with the New Orleans Saints. They've made it clear they want me back, and it's going to come down to the numbers and scheme. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So in terms of talking about scheme, this is what he means. The Saints last season, on 1,005 defensive snaps, they stayed in a base defensive scheme, which has 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs, and about 26% of the time. They were in a nickel package, which is 5 defensive backs. Kaden Elliss not going to be on the field with Demario Davis and Pete Werner. It sucks because I think that Kaden Elliss could definitely be the successor and be the guy next to Demario Davis, but Pete Werner, when he plays, is a pretty damn good football player. But they are also in the dime packages for 16.6%, 6 defensive backs. It's just tough for the Saints to, or for Kaden Elliss to want, not tough for him to want to come back, but I can see where he's coming from. I mean, honestly, I don't blame him. I would want to be in a position where I could be as successful and make as much money as possible. If you have a talent and you have skills, are you really sitting here telling me that you wouldn't want to be in a position where you can show off those abilities to put yourself in the best opportunity for success, to make the most money as possible? I don't blame Kaden Elliss even slightly for wanting to see what it comes down to scheme-wise. But I think you got to bring him back, man. I think you got to do everything you can to re-sign Kaden Elliss because he is a damn good football player whenever he's on the field. He's a great asset. I think that he has the opportunity to become a leader on the Saints defense as well. Last season, 78 tackles, 7 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and a whole lot of swagger. So I want you guys to let me know. Do you want Kaden Elliss back in New Orleans? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Let me know in the comments section. Who Dat Nation, I'll be interacting with all of you guys down in the comments. As always, it's been a pleasure. Y'all stay golden. We'll catch you next time.